Under the hot, baking sun lay an encampment tucked away in the bush. It's been tucked away now for 3 long years. 3 years which have passed since the first tent was put down. That's right, we've made it 3 years. 3 years of the encampment. 3 years of bush life. It's an incredible milestone to reach, and today, that's exactly what we're going to be celebrating. Well, here we are. I can't believe it's been 3 long years since I started this project. And at this point, if you've been following along with the series, it's well and truly done. I'm not planning to add anything new. At this point, I'm in the final phase of this project, letting nature take over, and seeing what happens regarding that. I'm not repairing or fixing anything at this point, but what I will be doing today is adding another little memento, shall we call it, to the year's tent to celebrate hitting 3 years of this series, of this encampment. It's been a crazy ride to think. Man, we've got through heat waves, burn-offs, many floods. And speaking of heat waves, we're actually in one right now, so a lot of the plants down here aren't doing overly great, but what do you do? And man, so much has changed in these 3 years. So much has changed. Compared to what things used to be, it's very different. Some things for better or worse, I guess. And I'm not even just talking about the encampment, but even my life as a whole. Like, I've graduated school in the span that I've been making this series. Like, it's been like, at this point I've nearly been a year graduated. Like, next month I'll be a year graduated, and that's just crazy to me that time goes by that quickly. Like, a year and a bit ago I was down here filming an episode based on me doing an assignment down here when I was still in school, and now I'm out of school doing this. It's wild. This series is, I've been doing it for a while. I guess 3 years when you look at it doesn't look like that big a long time, you know, but when you really weigh it up, I started this back at the end of when I was in grade 10. And I'm now a full year nearly out of school. It's wild. It's wild. But I just want to kind of have a little, I don't know if you call that a speech, a little talk. Let's get into the actual stuff, the content of today's episode. Let's do it. Well, in order to get started on today's project, I need to get one of the wooden, when I started the year's tent, however long ago that was, I can't even remember, I've just lost track of time. I had all these little wooden blocks that I was going to use to kind of mark however many years I do this for. And they were stored in the storage tent here, but as if you've been following along, you'll know that was the first tent to get utterly destroyed. This tent had a rough life. I think the bush just wanted it dead, like, it's gone. So, I'm going to be delving into what's left of it today and seeing if we can get into it and find what I need. As you can see, it's a big mess. Like, Cyclone Alfred hit it hard. It was already damaged and, well, wasn't good. That's the side tent there until that got destroyed and replaced, but the original tarp's all in there. Same with the dining tent too. Oh yeah, look at this through there. Truly seen better days, but I've got to try get in to the storage container and hope what's in there is still all good. Alright, it's time to see what remains, and hopefully a snake don't jump out and kill me, because getting the chomp, never good. Right, so the original plan with this was that I was going to try and cut it in half, but with the falling of the storage tent and how fragile the wood probably is, I think I'm just going to opt to not cut it in half. I'm just going to go with it like this and put it up on the tree. So all I've got to do is write 3 years on it and yeah, nail it to the tree, and hopefully it doesn't split on me. So yeah, hopefully I've got a permanent marker in my bag, otherwise I'm going to have to use a pen. Yeah, see how that goes. Let's take a look. Oh, shade just came through. Sun must have been blocked by the clouds. Oh, thank goodness for that. Ooh, that's a relief. Oh man, I got a thing of soap in here. But that's going to be very helpful. Ah, rats. Unfortunately, no permanent marker. So, that means I'm going to have to do what I can with this pen. It ain't the best, but hey, I'll make it work. I'll probably come back when I get a permanent marker and go over it then. So, yeah, this is just a temporary one. We'll come back to this. Oh, I needed that. This is a bigger piece of wood. I'm just going to try clear some of this bark out, make it a bit easier on me. And as they always do with me and my horrible hammering skills and bushcraft skills in general, the nail has gone wonky. Luckily, I've got a second one, for good luck. That one went in much better. Well, here's to 4 years, I guess. See if we can do it. Notice my ground cover here is like really struggling in this heat. So I might see what I can do to water it. I've got a little ice cream bucket tub thing over there, so I'm going to see if I can just get some water up to the creek to water it. The problem with that is the creek side has eroded so much now that it's really difficult to actually go down and just get some water from it. Whereas I used to just, that was like my main supply of water down here. These days, it's a lot harder with all the erosion, the floods. It's just knocked a lot of the creek side out, and it's just a bit of a sharp drop. And it's just getting harder and harder by the months to use it, get down and carry water back up. So I'll see if I can do it today, but if not, then it's not looking good for the plants. Seems like some of the covers here have already pretty much moved on. This heat wave is rough, I'm telling you. It's hitting all the plants real hard. Even up at the house where I have access to proper water, it's difficult because we have to ration it since we're on tank water, and it's just keep getting low, having to buy more, which isn't cheap, and man, could just really do with some rain, you know? If it's going to rain at any point, now would be the time. Funny thing, because you started this year off with nothing but rain, felt like we couldn't get enough, and now there's just nothing to be seen. Welcome to Australia. Let's go give this a go. I mean, if anything's doing well, it's my vine plant here. It's growing all up just like I wanted it to, so at least someone's growing. It's meant to be spring, but nothing can flourish because everything's just dying from the heat. Well, yeah, it definitely looks like a much sharper drop than it used to be. Man, what a wild 3 years it's been. And what a wild another year it's probably gonna be.
Can't believe I used to do this every day. Every afternoon from school, I'd come down and walk down here to get water. To water the bush plant, and now it's just difficult to think. The water meter there used to always be touching the water, and now look at it. Used to be able to walk all through here, but you can just see under there, it just drops off now. Man, it's crazy. And to think, I used to always get water from here, and look how overgrown it is. That'll have to do. Here you go, buddy. I hope that is something. I hope. And even in here, this one. Just think everything here was once flourishing, and now it's all just dying. I'm heading to the new bridge crossing, because for the first time since putting it in, you can actually see like the bottom of the creek now, like it's visible. Autumn tree. Damn these spiky plants. My least favourite thing about spring down here. They're everywhere. Here we are. Look at that. For the first time, you can now clearly see the bottom. It's crazy, isn't it? It used to always feel so deep, and now it just feels so shallow. Like, normally the water's nearly touching the bridge here, and like, now there's like none. Kind of crazy how much can change in the span of a few months, let alone 3 years. This place is so different from what it used to be. But hey, that's what happens after a while. Things you once knew start to shift and change. Well guys, for today's episode, this is where I'm going to end it off. I just want to say, for those who have supported me on this journey, thank you. For those who have been here since pretty much the start, much appreciated. This is the series that kickstarted my channel, and it's pretty much got me to 900 subs, where I'm currently sitting, and we're only about 40 away from 1,000 at the time of recording this. So if you do enjoy, consider subscribing. It means the world, and yeah, just any support helps make this crazy dream of doing this more full-time come true. I know I've been a little bit here and there this year, at least in the later half of this year in terms of uploads. I've just been so busy. Yeah. And you know, as far as this series is, I finished it. I've got no reason to consistently upload it anymore. Of course, I'm still going to and slowly document how things change, but it's not going to be as frequent as it used to be. Which is why I've been trying to, you know, experiment this year and try new things. I've really been enjoying doing the coastal stuff recently. I really did need a break from the bush after doing this for so long, and even now, I feel a little bit more inclined to come down here and do some stuff, but overall, I've really been enjoying doing some coastal stuff, and even now I'm still planning a new coastal series. So if you enjoyed beachside and mountainside life, don't worry, there's more on the way. So stay tuned to that coming into next year. It's crazy to think we've got about 2 months left, eh? I'll be doing a Christmas special in no time, yet again. Still feels like yesterday I did the last. Anyways, before I ramble on enough, thank you guys so much. And yeah, let's see if we make it to 4 years, eh? Who knows? As long as my current plans work out, we're on track.
As the sun shone bright in the sky, leaving no chance for the plants to thrive, it seemed as if all could be over for my encampment, as if all the plants would soon be gone. But a destructive storm season was predicted to be on the way, and there was no telling what it could do.